And so because of this, I mean, that's why manufacturing overseas is cheaper, and I'd like to point out it's because of government rules and regulations that cripple companies here. They're going overseas to escape from all of that, where they can actually make money. They're not going to stay here with their businesses and lose money just so their products are made in America. I mean, some patriotic people might do that, but most have enough business sense to realize they're going to stay in business, they need to go somewhere else. So why should we stop them or call them names or, say that they're not patriotic? Because they're trying to make money and produce something that consumers want. Tariffs actually harm people in the U.S. and businesses in the U.S. For instance, let's say that the steel industry in the U.S. gets the government to enforce a tariff on imported steel. So imported steel is the same cost as steel in the United States, made in the U.S. now, under this tariff. Well, people in other countries can buy steel for less, which means that all the products that are made in the U.S. with steel are going to be more expensive than those made overseas. So how in the world are Americans going to compete in the world market if all our products made of steel are going to be more expensive? I mean, you can't compete with someone making the product cheaper. So it harms Americans, and it cripples them when they go to compete with other countries. Also, a lot of times those who support tariffs talk about the fear of consumption. They talk about how terrible it would be if consumers, or if Americans consumed everything from foreigners and didn't export anything. If all they did was take, and never gave. Well, if you're going to consume, you have to have money. How are people going to make money to consume if they're not creating something? So in the U.S. that really wouldn't happen, because if you're going to consume all this stuff from outside the U.S., you have to have money to spend. And the money would have to come from stuff that you create in the United States. So time and time again, history proves that tariffs don't really work. Free trade means real freedom, the freedom to buy and sell goods and services free from government interference.